The galaxy is a vast and ancient expanse, filled with countless civilizations, each with their own histories and cultures. Yet one thing unites them all: the fear of the Jal, a brutal insectoid species that has ravaged the stars with an insatiable hunger for conquest. They move like a plague, devouring everything in their path. Entire worlds fall before them. Civilizations are wiped from existence, and their fleets are unstoppable. The Jal have no mercy, no compassion, and no desire for anything but total domination. As their numbers grow and their reach expands, the once proud empires of the galaxy begin to tremble. In the Galactic Council chambers, alien leaders from across the stars sit in grim silence, their faces tense as they receive the latest reports of the Jal's advances. Entire star systems have fallen, and their scouts report that the insectoid swarms are moving closer to their own territories. The once unthinkable idea that the Jal could reach the heart of the Council now seems like a terrifying reality. As the Council deliberates over possible solutions, they realize there is one option left, a desperate one that no one would have considered just a few decades ago. They decide to send a plea to the humans of Earth, a race that was long dismissed as primitive and insignificant by the galactic community, a species that had been left alone for centuries to grow and fight on their isolated world. But now their skills in survival and warfare are seen as potential assets in the fight against the Jal. The message is sent out. A coded transmission travels across the stars, finding its way to Earth, a small blue planet on the edge of the galaxy. The humans receive it with skepticism at first. They have never dealt with aliens on a large scale, and their world is still recovering from the scars of their own bloody history. But when the leaders of Earth open the transmission and see the images of the Jal's destruction, the truth becomes clear: the galaxy is in danger and Earth is their last hope. In a highly secured underground facility, human leaders gather to discuss the alien plea. The room is filled with military generals, politicians, and top scientists, all looking at the same screen, showing the horrific images of destroyed planets and the grotesque creatures that caused it. They argue over whether to engage in a war that could cost them everything. Some fear the consequences of involving themselves in a galactic conflict, while others see it as an opportunity to prove humanity's worth to the galaxy. But time is running out. The Jal are coming. Finally, after hours of debate, a decision is made. Earth will answer the call. Humanity will stand against the Jal, and the full might of their military is mobilized. Ships are retrofitted and elite soldiers are called into action. The humans know they have no choice but to fight, not only for their survival, but for the survival of the galaxy itself. As Earth's fleet prepares to leave the safety of their homeworld, they face a daunting unknown ahead. They have never fought in the stars, and the alien species they are about to join are strange and unpredictable. But the Deathworlders of Earth have faced worse. The galaxy may underestimate them, but they will soon learn what happens when a species forged in the fires of their own brutal planet answers a call for war. As Earth's fleet prepares to depart the shadows of their homeworld, the human military begins a transformation. They are no longer simply a planet of isolated nations, but a unified force thrust into the unknown of interstellar warfare. The leaders of Earth know they face an uphill battle. The technology of the alien races they are about to join is advanced far beyond their own, but humanity has a unique edge that no one else possesses. They are survivors. Every single human who has made it this far has done so by enduring the harshest conditions imaginable and emerging stronger for it. The Galactic Council watches with growing interest as Earth assembles its fleet. Their skepticism slowly turns into cautious curiosity as they witness humanity's military prowess. But their concern remains. They know that the Jal are a foe like no other. The insectoid creatures are relentless, efficient, and ruthless. The Council cannot afford any mistakes as they prepare to coordinate with Earth's military. The first communication from the Council arrives on Earth's command center. The aliens introduce themselves and provide an array of data on the Jal. The humans listen closely, absorbing every detail. The Jal's brutal tactics, their overwhelming numbers, and their ability to adapt in combat seem almost impossible to overcome. but there is something in the way the humans listen that unsettles the alien leaders. Their eyes narrow as they realize that humans are not just listening to the data, they are processing it in a way that suggests they already know how to defeat the Jal. As the fleet launches from Earth, the human ships make their way into deep space. The journey is long and perilous, and as they enter unfamiliar territory, the soldiers and crews are filled with a mix of fear and excitement. They encounter alien vessels for the first time. Some of them are beautiful, smooth-curved ships that glide effortlessly through space, while others are jagged and menacing like the very predators they've come to fight. The humans study these alien ships carefully. They are unfamiliar with space travel, but not with combat. They take notes on the alien tactics and strategies, learning quickly from each encounter. The aliens watch from a distance, marveling at the humans' ability to adapt, but also growing uneasy. With every passing moment, they are not just learning how to fight in space, they are learning how to fight the Jal, and they are doing it fast. They have never encountered a species that could adjust this quickly or with such ferocity. At the same time, Earth's soldiers are growing more comfortable with their new allies. Though distrust lingers between some factions, the humans prove themselves to be invaluable. In battle, their knowledge of unconventional warfare and their raw aggression shock the alien forces. The Jal may be a terrifying enemy, but the humans are showing the galaxy what real combat is like. Their willingness to do whatever it takes to win leaves the alien allies questioning whether the Jal are as unstoppable as they once thought. Yet the Jal are closing in. Their fleets spread across the galaxy like a plague. Their scouts have picked up on the human presence, and the Galactic Alliance knows the time for preparations is coming to an end. As the humans continue their march toward the front lines, the galaxy braces itself for a war that will either break their chains or shatter them forever. And so the humans prepare their final assault, each soldier filled with the knowledge that this is not just a battle for survival, but for the future of the galaxy itself. The Jal have underestimated humanity's resolve, and it is a mistake they will soon regret. The journey of Earth's fleet takes them deeper into uncharted space, where the galaxy's most dangerous battlefields lie waiting to be tested. The coalition of alien races that once watched the humans with uncertainty now watch them with a mix of awe and fear. As the fleet advances with grim determination, the humans show no sign of hesitation. Even when faced with the harshest conditions, the fleet encounters alien territories ravaged by the Jal, and the sheer scale of the destruction shakes the resolve of the other species. The first major test comes when the fleet approaches a star system on the edge of a collapsing empire, one that was once home to a proud and advanced civilization. Now reduced to a wasteland, the aliens with them hesitate at the sight of the devastation. They have never encountered such utter destruction. Before this was the Jal's doing. Entire planets have been sterilized of all life to prevent any resistance. But the humans push forward undeterred. They understand war differently. They have fought this kind of battle on their own world for millennia. The alien fleet commanders have their doubts, but Earth's military leaders know exactly what needs to be done. The humans have been taught to never waste an opportunity, and here, in this ruined system, they find a chance to learn the Jal's strategy and uncover weaknesses in their relentless assault. Earth's ships are dispatched on a series of reconnaissance missions. Under the cover of stealth, they carefully enter the Jal-occupied zones to gather intelligence on their movements. Their ships are primitive in comparison to the alien technology, but the humans make up for it with their relentless focus and cunning. As the humans return with the gathered data, the Council is stunned by the precision of their findings. The humans not only have navigated enemy territory without being detected, they've also uncovered critical vulnerabilities in the Jal's infrastructure. The Jal's overwhelming numbers come at a cost. Their communications are chaotic. Their central command system is fragmented, leaving gaps in their strategy. It is a weakness that the humans quickly exploit. In a coordinated effort, the humans launch a series of rapid attacks across the system, targeting the Jal's scattered command points. The plan is risky, but the humans know it is their best chance to strike back at the heart of the enemy's operations using guerrilla tactics. They strike fast, hit hard, and then disappear into the shadows before the Jal can retaliate. Their tactics are chaotic and unpredictable. something the Jal are not prepared for as the humans cripple one outpost after another. The alien forces are thrown into confusion. The Council's representatives watch with a mixture of disbelief and grudging respect as the humans execute their operations with terrifying efficiency. The Jal are not accustomed to the kind of unrelenting aggression and unpredictable chaos that humanity brings to the table. While the aliens may have advanced technology and well-organized armies, they have not faced an opponent like the humans before. But the victory is short-lived as the Jal begin to regroup. Their retaliatory forces are overwhelming, and a counteroffensive is launched against the human fleet. The tide of war turns quickly as the Jal reveal their true might. Entire fleets of insectoid ships swarm toward Earth's forces with ruthless precision. The humans, battered from their earlier success, now find themselves on the defensive as the Jal's monstrous fleet closes in. Earth's military commanders prepare for a desperate fight, knowing that their survival hinges on more than just strategy. Now they must rely on their soldiers' unbreakable will and brutal resolve to hold back the tide. They forced the Jal to rethink their strategy. But now it's up to humanity to prove that they are not just a surprise to the galaxy, but a force to be reckoned with even against impossible odds. As the Jal's retaliatory strike bears down upon Earth's fleet, the human forces regroup in a last-ditch effort to stave off annihilation. The humans know that their strength lies not in numbers, but in their ability to outthink and outmaneuver their enemies. With the Jal's overwhelming numbers closing in, the once doubtful alien allies are forced to recognize the scale of the challenge. The humans are facing the human fleet, battered and bruised, prepares for a battle that could decide their fate. The first true test of humanity's leadership comes when Earth's commanders make a critical decision. They decide to stand and fight in a dense asteroid field on the edge of a nearby system, a place where the Jal's massive fleet size and coordination could become a disadvantage. The plan is a gamble. If the humans fail, the entire fleet will be wiped out, but if they succeed, they will prove to the galaxy that Earth's warriors are not only capable of surviving, but of winning. As Earth's forces take position in the asteroid field, the aliens watching from the sidelines begin to realize that humanity is playing a different kind of game. Their tactics are not about brute force, but about trickery, misdirection, and sheer willpower. As the Jal fleet enters the asteroid belt, they are immediately caught off guard by the human tactics. The human ships move with unpredictable precision, weaving through asteroid fields with ease, while the Jal ships struggle to navigate the dense debris. They're used to overwhelming force, but in this chaotic environment, the humans force them into a position where they must fight with one hand tied behind their back. The human fleet launches an unrelenting series of hit-and-run tactics, striking Jal vessels from unexpected angles and retreating into the shadows of the asteroids before the Jal can respond. The sheer unpredictability of the humans' movements frustrates the Jal commanders. They have no idea where the next attack will come from or when the humans will strike next. The Jal are accustomed to fighting in a methodical manner, but the humans refuse to play by their rules. And it's this very unpredictability that gives the humans an advantage. Meanwhile, the alien allies watch in awe and growing concern. They had underestimated the humans, thinking them primitive and unworthy of the Council's trust. But as the battle rages on, the true nature of humanity's combat prowess becomes clear. The humans are not just fighting for survival, they are fighting for control, and they will use any tactic, no matter how unorthodox, to win. Despite the human fleet's brilliance in the asteroid field, the battle takes a toll on Earth's forces. Their ships, though effective in their hit-and-run tactics, are taking damage and their resources are running low. The Jal may be losing their grip on the situation, but they are still an overwhelming force, and the humans know that a prolonged battle will only lead to their defeat. Desperation begins to set in as the Jal regroup and start to adapt to the humans' tactics. But before the Jal can push forward with their counteroffensive, the humans make a bold move. Earth's elite forces, specially trained for the most dangerous of missions, board a Jal command vessel hidden deep within the heart of their fleet, with a single objective: sabotage the central command system and cripple the Jal's ability to coordinate their attacks. The operation is perilous, but it's humanity's best shot at ensuring that the Jal's offensive falters. The elite soldiers move like shadows through the Jal ship, their presence unnoticed by the enemy, as they reach the heart of the command structure and prepare to strike a blow that could turn the tide of the war. As the sabotage unfolds, the humans realize that this will be the moment that either secures their place in the galaxy's future or condemns them to extinction. The Jal may have underestimated humanity once, but this time the humans are ready to prove that they are not only capable of surviving, they are capable of winning. The sabotage mission unfolds with deadly precision. Earth's elite soldiers have breached the Jal command vessel and are now deep within its labyrinthine halls. Their objective is clear: cripple the central command system, disrupt the Jal's ability to coordinate their forces, and bring chaos to the heart of the insectoid fleet. But the task is far from simple. The Jal ship is a fortress of organic and technological horrors, designed to resist any intrusion. Its corridors twist like the inside of a beast's intestines, and the air is thick with the buzzing hum of alien life as the humans advance. Every step they take is fraught with danger. The Jal's presence on the ship is everywhere. The eerie clicking of their claws echoes through the halls, and their soldiers patrol relentlessly, unaware of the humans' presence. Shadows cast long across the walls as the soldiers move with unnerving silence. Every step calculated, their senses heightened to every sound and movement around them. The atmosphere is suffocating, but there is no turning back. Meanwhile, outside, the Jal fleet continues to regroup with newfound fury. The loss of command and the disruptions caused by humanity's guerrilla tactics have rattled the insectoid swarms, but they are quick to adapt. They begin to target Earth's fleet with more coordinated strikes. The battle turns into a brutal, grinding war of attrition as the Jal push Earth's forces back. In a war of desperation, the humans fight tooth and nail, using every resource at their disposal to hold the line. The War Council, now fully aware that their survival rests on the success of the sabotage mission, watches as the humans in the field press forward. The elite squad's progress is slow but steady. Every chamber they enter is a calculated risk. Every enemy they encounter is a near-death encounter, but they push on with unyielding resolve. They know the fate of Earth and the galaxy itself lies in their hands. Back in the asteroid field, Earth's forces fight valiantly, using the Jal's own numbers against them. Their ships, though damaged, perform dazzling maneuvers through the debris as the human fleet becomes a moving fortress of relentless combat. The Jal may have the advantage of sheer force, but the humans have the advantage of tenacity. They refuse to back down even as their resources dwindle. The sabotage team finally reaches the heart of the Jal command center. The room is vast and pulsating with alien energy. The central node of the ship's operations stands in the middle, a massive organic structure entwined with cold metal wires and pulsating lights. This is the brain of the Jal fleet, the node that controls everything. From their fleet movements to their hive mind coordination, it's a beast in itself, feeding off the ship's living core, and it must be taken down if the Jal's war machine is to grind to a halt. As the team plants the charges, a sickening realization dawns. They've been detected. The Jal, with their ever-present hive mind, have finally noticed the human intrusion. The ship shakes as alarms blare throughout its hull, and the Jal swarm toward them in full force. The humans are forced into a desperate fight to escape the nerve center of the ship with their mission complete, but at a deadly cost. Back outside, the tide of the battle turns dramatically. The destruction of the Jal command sends shockwaves through their forces. Their massive fleet falters, its once coordinated movements now slipping into disarray. Earth's fleet seizes the opportunity and launches a full-scale counterattack. The humans, despite their earlier losses, press forward with savage intensity. They know they must exploit this chance before it's gone. The Jal are caught off guard by the sudden ferocity of the humans' renewed assault. Their ships, once unstoppable, now appear slow and vulnerable as the human fleet picks them off one by one. Earth's forces fight with the same brutal tenacity that has carried them through every battle. Their ships engage the Jal in tight, merciless combat, tearing apart their weakened formation. In the midst of the chaos, the sabotage team narrowly escapes the Jal ship. Their mission a success, but their survival uncertain. The humans now face the daunting reality of the coming storm, as the fleet presses forward knowing the war is far from over. But for the first time, they can see a sliver of hope. The Jal may be a force of nature, but humanity has learned how to fight back against it, and they will not stop until the galaxy is free from the insectoid scourge. The human fleet presses forward, having delivered the decisive blow to the Jal's centralized command, but the respite is fleeting. The Jal are not a species to collapse easily. Their hive mind, now disoriented, begins to adapt, and soon the remaining fleets begin to regroup, frantically trying to restore order amidst the chaos. But the humans have already seized the initiative, capitalizing on the Jal's moment of weakness with renewed vigor. The sudden shift in momentum is palpable. The galactic allies, once skeptical of humanity's ability to stand against the insectoid tide, now find themselves in awe of their new partners. In the wake of the successful sabotage, Earth's forces are on the offensive, moving quickly to dismantle the remaining Jal strongholds across multiple systems. But despite their successes, the humans know that the real test is still to come. Defeating the Jal will not be a matter of a single victory, but a prolonged and grueling war of attrition. Across the battlefield, the humans fight with a single-minded purpose. Their tactics, refined through centuries of brutal survival on Earth's hostile environment, are now fully adapted to the stars. Their ships, though not as advanced as some of their alien counterparts, are built for endurance and resilience, designed to survive against overwhelming odds. In this new theater of war, it is the human ability to think outside the box and their unparalleled will to survive that turns the tide. The Jal begin to feel the pressure. Their once unyielding assault is now scattered, their vast numbers less effective as Earth's fleet continues to strike at weak points with surgical precision. Jal commanders, accustomed to controlling the battlefield with sheer force, are caught off guard by the humans' relentless unpredictability. Earth's ships perform impossible maneuvers through asteroid fields and gravity wells, using every environmental advantage to their favor. And slowly but surely, the Jal's hold on the galaxy weakens. However, with every victory comes the looming threat of retaliation. The Jal, though thrown into disarray, begin to adapt once more. Their remaining fleets start to regroup into more cohesive units, rallying under the banner of their hive mind's final push. The humans know that the Jal are far from finished. If anything, they are growing more dangerous. The insectoid species, now aware of humanity's ingenuity, will not underestimate them again. Back on Earth, the war takes its toll on the home front. The people, who once lived in relative peace, now face the grim reality of total war. But the humans, resilient as ever, rally behind their military forces. Across the globe, industries are retooled for war. Scientists and engineers work tirelessly to develop new weapons and strategies, and every man, woman, and child knows their future hangs in the balance. Humanity has no choice but to prevail. There is no going back. In space, the final stages of the conflict begin to take shape. The Jal launch their last, desperate offensive, a massive counterattack aimed at reclaiming control of the star systems they lost. Their remaining forces, now united under a singular frantic command, pour into the battlefield with one goal: to crush the human rebellion once and for all. The humans, however, are prepared. Earth's fleet, now a cohesive and formidable force, is ready for the final confrontation. They gather their strength for one last, all-out assault. The fight for the future of the galaxy will be decided in the next few days, with the outcome uncertain and the stakes higher than ever. As the two fleets move toward each other in the vast emptiness of space, both sides know the cost of failure. The Jal are fighting to maintain their reign of terror over the galaxy, while humanity fights not just for survival, but for the right to shape the future of the stars. The stage is set for the greatest battle the galaxy has ever seen, and both sides know that only one can emerge victorious. The explosion that erupts from within the Jal flagship is like nothing the galaxy has ever seen. A pulse of energy ripples outward, tearing through the Jal fleet and shaking the very fabric of space itself. The shockwave sends Jal ships spiraling into chaos, their once coordinated swarming motion now reduced to disarray. The heart of the insectoid force has been gutted, and the swarm falters for the first time. The humans, having sacrificed so much to bring this moment to pass, now stand on the precipice of victory. On Earth's flagship, the command center erupts in a mixture of disbelief and elation. The long struggle against the Jal has finally reached its turning point, and the fleet now pushes forward with an intensity unmatched by anything seen before. The Jal, deprived of their central command and thrown into confusion, are no longer the unstoppable force they once were. With their hive mind shattered, their ships are little more than individual entities fighting in vain to hold their ground. The humans seize the opportunity to press their advantage, launching attack after attack with relentless precision. The alien coalition, who had once doubted humanity's ability to endure, now watches in awe as the human fleet cuts through the remnants of the Jal like a blade through butter. Ships that had once been feared by all are now falling one by one, unable to adapt to the chaos and unpredictability of humanity's tactics. The Jal, who had believed their superior numbers and hive mind coordination would guarantee their dominance, are now being pushed to the brink of extinction. As the Jal's forces begin to crumble, Earth's fleet goes on the offensive with newfound confidence. They strike at every remaining stronghold, leaving no room for the Jal to regroup. The Jal may be a force of nature, but humanity has proved that they are a force to be reckoned with. Their willingness to fight, adapt, and never give up has turned the tide of war, and the galaxy is witnessing the birth of a new era. In the midst of the chaos, Earth's military leaders begin to make a bold decision. They know that the war is not yet won, and the Jal, though in disarray, still pose a significant threat. But now, with the leadership of the alien coalition behind them, the humans push for a final strike, a strike that will decimate the Jal's remaining forces and secure peace for the galaxy. The plan is risky, but the humans know that they cannot afford to let the Jal regroup. Their fleets must be shattered completely. The final assault is launched with unparalleled ferocity. Earth's ships, their hulls battered but their spirits unbroken, dive into the heart of the remaining Jal forces. The humans are no longer simply fighting for survival. They are fighting for the future of the galaxy. Each ship in the fleet, from the smallest fighter to the largest warship, is a testament to the resilience of Earth's people. They have faced impossible odds, and now, in this final moment, they are determined to see it through. The battle that unfolds is the largest and most brutal the galaxy has ever seen. But even as the Jal fight tooth and nail to hold their ground, the momentum of the battle is now irrevocably in humanity's favor. The Jal's remaining ships, scattered and leaderless, are systematically destroyed. One by one, the last remnants of the swarm fall, and the galaxy watches as the final Jal ship is reduced to dust. The humans have done the impossible. Against all odds, they have defeated the Jal. The galaxy is safe, but the cost of victory has been high. Earth's fleet, though victorious, is not unscathed. The battles have left their scars, and the price of survival has been paid in blood. But in the end, humanity has proven its place among the stars. No longer seen as the underdogs, they now stand as one of the galaxy's most formidable forces. The Jal may have been an existential threat, but humanity has shown that they will not go down without a fight. As the smoke clears and the final echoes of battle fade, Earth's people look to the stars with a renewed sense of purpose. They have faced their darkest hour and emerged victorious. Now they will rebuild, stronger than ever, and ensure that the galaxy remains free from the shadow of the Jal. The Deathworlders have spoken, and the galaxy will never forget the day humanity stood against the swarm and triumphed.